And not the easiest of opening pots for him on that 3-ball to the center.
He's already looking at the black ball. 7-point loading. 7th-point loading.
Yeah, so he's already worked out this entire finish in his head, his entire route. Just thinking whether he leaves the 7 for last or second last, uses a connector to get back up for the black ball.
Yeah, looks like he's going for the 7 now.
So 7 after the 2, and then use the 4 to get up table.
This guy's poker face.
Yeah, it's brilliant. He hardly shows any emotion. Hardly.
Doesn't need the extension after all. He's taking the rest.
Taken his extension as well. Yeah, good pot. Clean, very clean. Did see him take a few extra seconds on that pot. He didn't land absolutely perfect on that 7. Could have made it slightly easier for himself, but didn't need to.
Yeah.
It's just that
We'll
good.
see him coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one cushion for the black here. Just about pace control now. He has quite a firm grip
I
on the
saw
cue.
it.
Did you
I
see
saw
that?
it. I saw it, and I was actually quite shocked at that. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
think it looks firm, but it's actually, yeah, just his hand just looked close. If you see now, you will see them unfurling. Yeah.
Nicely done. There's a class finish from Zhang. From New. So he's going up 7-6.
Yeah, it was a really
That was
good,
a rack and run.
yeah, really good rack and run off Taiyi's dry break, and 7-6. Still very close, not much in it at all. Graham Clark asks, what tip size are these guys using? So both of these players using the snooker type cue, but these cues are made purposely for this game, Chinese 8-ball or hay ball. Cue tip size usually on that between 10.2, 10.5, and then we see the players that use the 9-ball type cue usually going for 11.2 to 11.7, usually thinned down from 13 on the wooden shafts.
Ooh,
cue ball straight in.
That's the first foul break of this match.
As we see
So
that again.
rules. Hayball rules. Player oncoming has to play from behind bulk and may not play directly on any ball that's behind bulk. So they have to play forward.
think he'll be going solids here, definitely.
Yeah, all the solids open.
五、四、三、
Beautiful
I
pace
actually
control.
wonder
Yeah.
if he was trying to. I actually wonder if he was trying to get, to touch that 11, just move it a little bit out, maybe get shape on the 6 of that shot. It looked like that. Looked like that for a moment.
But no need. I don't think there's a need for that. Black ball does pass as we see that miss. Oh my word. Yeah, black ball passes easily into the bottom. How has he missed that? He's done all that work
And
to bring the scoreline back up. I mean, he was 6-3 down to tie it up. Now just one frame in it, and he's missed that
but
7.
not an easy table. Not an easy table for New. I wonder if he'll play the bank shot to get in front of the 3. Difficult to see from our perspective. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Couldn't find the pot there. So remember, once again, guys, you can play in hayball rules as long as you touch your object ball first. You can drop your opponent's ball, and the opponent, it's just a loss of turn. The opponent plays as the balls lay. I see a 2-cushion escape here. Do you see it, Raymond? Oh, he's gone for the break. I keep forgetting
Oh,
about the jump.
jump cue. Yeah, but also there were some people quite surprised in the YouTube section, being a snooker player, that he's learnt the ability to
Oh,
use the
that's a
jump
good
cue.
shot.
Yeah, really good shot.
That's a good shot. Wow. Jump well taken. I see we have a question here from Graham Clark
About the
about the
tips.
consistency.
尽量
Yeah, the consistency of the tips. Raymond, you want to delve into that a little bit for them?
Yeah, I see Graham asking about the tips like leather, alt master, or blue diamond. So, from what I've seen on New Zhang's cue, he looks to be using an LP tip. That is a leather tip, non-layered LP, and not too sure about the tip that Zhang Ti has, but yeah, most players are using LPs or Zan as well, Predator as well. They're going for the layered style. I think it comes down to preference. Some
I
also,
actually
yeah.
saw I actually saw a nice post. There's a page on Facebook, Hybrid Cues. I think they're one of the suppliers in South Africa. They've got a page on Facebook, and they did a nice comparison on the different tips that are used in Q Sport and the pros and cons of each tip. So you guys can also check their page out, Hybrid Cues South Africa. They've done a really nice comparison there for those of you who'd like more information when selecting tips.
Yeah, and funny you mentioned that, Linuk. The Hybrid Qs South Africa is actually my sponsor. They signed me on just before this event, actually. So yeah, definitely go and check them out on Facebook. Appreciate that shout out, Linuk.
犯规，
Yeah, I love people who educate the Q Sport community, and they've been trying. I think they've been making some effort in putting out more, say, theory around choices in the Q Sport world. So yeah, good on them. Good on them.
10秒。5、
And that's the rule I was talking about just a few shots ago. Very nicely taken by him. Good employment of that rule for a containing safety here.
Yeah, that rule comes into
Does
play
he have
quite
a
often.
shot?
Yeah, it comes into play so
Absolutely.
often where we see that in the tactical frames. Doesn't look like he has anything easy direct.
I don't think he has a shot on the 2. I don't think so. Is he going for it now? Or is he going to play on the 6? Worried about the white ball here. Oh, he can. Oh, no potting angle. So tactical move in return from Zhang Taiyi. Also decent shot from him to keep New Zhuang tight on his visit. Harvard Mapatera asks of the commentators from
10秒。延时。
I'm surprised he's going for that stripe. That can open things up. Yes, has to get a good cue ball. Has to get a good cue ball. It's not bad.
And that was him invoking his inner snooker player. I mean, it's often in snooker where you have to use, those kind of shots as well. We see a lot of times the snooker players use cushions to get position as well. A lot of cushion. Oh, wow.
He went
Almost
for
no
that.
cigar.
Yeah, he definitely went for that, and now things are definitely open for New Zhang.
Yeah, I'd say 8-point loading here for New Zhuang.
That shot from Taiyi, I don't think that's a shot you'd play if you were seeing your opponent having 3 or 4 consecutive break-in runs at a time, and that's one of your only visits. So I feel like he played that shot knowing he got a high possibility of losing this frame afterwards. Being a long race, seeing that New Zhang hasn't been breaking the best, also with a few try breaks, I'll say that would be the calculation behind taking that on and not continuing to try and secure the frame. Lenyukta, do you think you could do that referee's job of shining the cue ball and placing it perfectly every time?
Let me tell you something, Raymond. I happen to feel that being a ref in this game or in any Q Sport game is one of the hardest
so
jobs
tough.
in the world.
Yeah, it's very tough.
One of the hardest jobs in the world. I'd rather be seated here with my headset on, enjoying watching them clean the white ball than do it myself.
Yeah, the referees have to be 100% concentrating on the game, always.
They have
Like
to be
for
locked
the,
in.
Yeah, for the
They
entire
have to
session.
be locked in.
It's it's quite a demanding job, and a big shout out to all the referees at this tournament as well. What a fantastic job they've done. And most of them, I think all of them actually are trained by the gentleman you see refereeing this match. This is the head ref of China.
第14局
Oh,
牛壮胜
easily
比分
taken
8比
there.
6。
Easily taken. And as suspected, he takes his 8th point. 8th point.
And that was the 14th frame being played at no player break. So I think we are back to our normal every 8 frames Linyukta for the player break. We should see one after the 16th rack in this match.
第15局牛壮开球。
One ball in the center pocket.
I think I saw another one go into the center as well. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, straight into the center. Was that the 9? And
That
the
was
1
the
as
9,
well.
yeah.
1 and the 9 in. It's a really good break once again. And we've also seen him when he played Phone Mint, he was breaking well. He's breaking really well. When he gets going, he's so dangerous. Is New Zhang.
I must say stripes look better. Stripes look better. He does have a pot on the center pocket which should be
10秒。
outside of
开
the
始。
table. Look at
Oh,
this,
wow.
guys. Look at this.
That is unbelievable. Your first instinct is to never play that ball at pace like that. Perfect little cannon on the 12 as well to release it.
Well, here's a masterclass loading for you guys as we see New Zhuang on a potential break and finish. I actually thought he might play to come off Kush and pocket the 11 ball where it was, but obviously, he's got something else in mind. As we said, what a beautiful mind.
Yeah,
What a
also I thought
beautiful
the same.
mind.
I thought the same. He'll come off the side and roll the cue ball down, play it into the same pocket, but it's worked out really well for him where the 11 has landed, almost obstructing him from that pocket, but it's all worked out.
For those of you who are interested in getting hayball tables in your country or in your club, if you're from South Africa, you can contact Joy Billiard South Africa. You'll be able to just check with your pool network. You'll be able to get a number for them. The rest of the world, if you you could probably or potentially send a Facebook message to either Doris Cheng, who most of you would know by now because she's been bringing us some streams as well, or Zhang Jinfeng. Zhang spelled Zhang. He's the general manager for Joy Billiards International. They'll be able to give you more information or direct you to the person responsible for helping potential clients across the globe. So these tables are quite pricey, but like with everything, you get what you pay for. These are premium billiard tables, and I know in some countries already that you can contact to get more information on how you can get a table in your venue.
Yeah, definitely right there, Lenyukta. I believe the person to contact is in fact Doris Cheng. She is part of the sales team now for Joy Billiards. So yeah, she is the right person to contact, as well as of course the Joy Facebook page, the page that we are streaming from. If you send them an inbox, you with your questions, you will get a reply, and yeah. That's exactly what we want though, Lenyuk. There's more tables out there in more venues in more parts of the world for this game to grow and to have more participants at these Masters Grand Finals.
Yeah. Hayball has really presented us in the Q Sport world with life-changing opportunities. Whether you go there to win or whether you go there for the experience of playing in an international tournament, it's a life-changing opportunity and you will leave the experience edified. Yet another solid pot to the center pocket as his opening shot. Hey, he's feeling himself there on those center pockets. Nice to see from Yu Zhuang.
I do remember there was a point in the match against Phone Mint where he started missing, where it looked like a comeback was on. He missed a couple of shots. Phone was able to get a few frames on him, and then he righted himself and continued to play his best. So we've seen both these players in previous matches also. They do miss sometimes, but at the moment, Niu Zhang looking in top form. I'll have a look at this. I think he's landed on the 10 to the bottom right. Has he? That will open up the 15 and the 11 to the bottom left as well. Yeah, there we see it goes.
It looks tight. It looks tight, though. Some excellent cueing required here. That certainly looks tight. It looks like that ball is striking towards the jaw. Let's take a closer look at that. Here's the camera guy bringing us a great angle on this shot.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. Clean into the center of that pocket.
And that has opened up the bottom left now for the 15 and the 11 as well.
Guys, if you've just joined us, welcome to the grand final. This is a race to 23. And remember to hit that share button if you're joining us on Facebook.
The crowd. I heard the crowd.
Oh, God, thank you.
Yeah, you had a gasp from the crowd.
Gasp.
If this is your first time joining us, I'd just like to let you guys know that when the referee cleans the cue ball, it does come out of the player's time. It's not that that his shot clock gets stopped. He does have 45 seconds per shot, and when the cue ball is being cleaned, that does come out of the player's time as well. Players also do get one extension of 30 seconds per frame,
延时
as we see him calling his extension there. One more good pot required here.
Through the 1 and the 6. Or will he go for
You think,
center
yeah,
pocket?
you
No, I
think he's
think he's
going
going
for
to go
top?
down.
You think he's going for top? He is.
No, it looks like it's center. Is he?
No, it's top.
Low on the cue ball.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Zhang. And this black ball for his 10th point. That does conclude the 16th frame, and I do believe that should be a player's break now, Lenyukta.
Well, I'm sure our viewers might be happy to know that they can refresh their coffee or their whatever drink of their choice. Is it a player break? Is that confirmed now, Raymond?
30年只做一件事，让台球桌拥有会呼吸的关节。全球每100张高端台球桌就有1张搭载老鹰胶条。通过高分子纳米配方，我们让橡胶拉伸强度提升40%，回荡误差0.03毫米。每一道工序全程数控化，每条胶边都需要经历严苛的平整度检测，确保每延米承载10万次冲击不变形。从职业赛场的正规比赛到街角台球厅的欢乐时光，老鹰胶边用20年寿命守护每一次碰撞的纯粹。精准回弹，首选老鹰。
抓住幸运，选择1号。
俺老孙啥功名不要，只求回到这花果山终老，过逍遥日子。
天要球杆换一切为可能。 上地毯，突破核心科技，从智能车间到高品质球房，重新定义标准，为每一个台球梦想铺好第一步。铺好毯，打好球，不掉毛，零干扰。
职业选手的第一选择，欧尚地毯，掉毛地毯终结者。
卓越击球器，乔氏台球桌专用款。静音轨道全新升级，走球丝滑不卡顿 ，PC 原料镶嵌剪音橡胶，节省人力更省钱，颜色统一更美观，特殊材质更坚固，法兰紧固螺丝，解决轨道松脱烦恼。卓越击球器，省时省力更省心。
冠军500万乔氏大师赛官方供应商，正红胶边均匀回弹，铸就一流打感，持续助力中式台球职业化联赛，制造好球桌，胶边选正红。
I was born in Louisiana. My mama told my papa, our little boy has got the blues. You better watch what you do to me. Watch what you do to me. That's for no question.
音速胶边具有国内胶边很难做到的特点，音速胶边的硬度达到了45度，使反射角高度接近入射角。音速整条胶边误差小于20丝，因而各部位酷性一致。欢迎各品牌厂家使用音速胶边来提升台球桌的专业性能。好胶边音速造，好胶边音速造。
人生如西游，你我皆悟空。
暂停结束，比赛继续。第17局，牛壮开球。
And we are back after that player break. The score is 10-6 in favor of Zhang over Zhang Taiyi. If you've just joined us, this is the grand final, the last day of this tournament. Race to 23. And yes, you're watching the 13th Joy World Hayball Masters grand final. I believe the winner goes home with about 680,000 US dollars.
Yeah, I mean it was a great first session there from both these players. We have a quick recap of what happened in that last session. As we went into the player break, Zhuang 10 frames up on Zhang Taiyi with only 6. Zhuang with, on our last count, 5 rack and runs and 3 breaks and finishes. Stand under correction there, but that scoreboard should come up after this frame. And Zhang Taiyi with just 1 rack and run. So it's been quite a close match in that first session. In the middle part of that, Zhang Taiyi making somewhat of a comeback, taking 6 frames quite closely with each other. But after that, Zhuang just running away with the lead again. So remember, guys, this is classic double elimination. Zhuang, this is his only life. This is the final, the grand final. I saw some questions coming in. Does he still have 2 lives? Nope, he doesn't. They are playing for that 680,000 US dollar prize fund right now. And remember, once again, over 15 million
Yes, yes.
players in China. Over 15 million players in China. This match is being broadcast on Chinese TV, on the QQ links with Asian commentary, and on TikTok Live. So this match is currently being watched by millions of people globally across Asia, and the Facebook and the YouTube stream is majorly for the international English market.
Did you say 15 million players in China, Lenyukta?
15 million
Wow,
players in
what
China.
a number that is. Unbelievable. Then also China has a huge population as well, but that's what makes this tournament even harder to win, or that's what makes it even harder to be a top Chinese player, because there are so many excellent players playing this game.
10秒，延时。
You know, Zhang Taiyi, a lot of still too many chances, not well enough taken here from him. He hasn't arrived yet. I was hoping coming into this session we'll see a little bit of change in the complexion of the match, because we have seen it from session to session in previous matches how things can change so dramatically. But we saw him miss that 5 ball to the corner pocket, and New Zhuang is taking his time about this finish, and we know how deadly he can be. Well, Graham Clark with a question about the preferred chalk in this game. You know, guys, I really think it boils down to your personal preference. But as you would have seen in the adverts that came up, there is an array of different colors of chalk that they use in this game from the premium suppliers or premium manufacturers. I mean, we've seen pink, blue, brown, green. So, yeah, it just boils down to your preference at the end of the day. And of course, what you can afford to purchase.
Oh, what a shot that was by Zhang Taiyi. Potting that 5 in the corner and giving himself a chance now. And yeah, exactly, Lenyuk. That is what is preferred. And in China, most players, you see them using different brands of chalk. I don't see them using one brand in particular. Some of those chalks are in the adverts you've seen as well, but mostly blue, sometimes green. As you have said, they do even have pink chalks as well, which the players use.
Let me give a shout out to Marco de Wit from Free State, Bloemfontein, South Africa. He's really been enjoying the matches. And Marco, I have noticed that you've been on almost every stream, even the ones that went out at 4 a.m. Central African time. So, you know, I must say, even Seguya, Vincent, and Manny Rod, and Edward Hoffman, Carly McGee, you guys are die-hard supporters. And I know you've been there with us early in the morning and very late at night, depending on where you are in the world. So yeah, it is bittersweet once again. Final match, but this match is still early.
Yeah, we are gonna miss you guys, being the final day of this tournament. You guys that have been here with us every day. We have noticed you on the stream at those times, as you said, Linuk, the 4 a.m. in South Africa. We've seen some of the viewers on the stream, so thank you guys so much for that. It means a lot, and we'll definitely miss you guys after this tournament.
Well, Zhang Taiyi, I think he got the commentator's blessing there. Well done to him. Well done to him taking his
Seventh
seventh
point.
point.
Yeah, he pulls one back
Yeah.
after the break. Let's see what he can do now. He is the player to break, being winner's break. This is a race to 23. The stats slightly improving for Zhang Taiyi now with 3 runouts, but Niu Zhang 8 runouts out of 10, keeping that 80% runout rate.
第18局，张太艺开球。
Does he find a pocket?
Doesn't
Does
look
he
like.
find a pocket?
It doesn't look like his opponent's gonna come to the table. Niu Zhang. Let's have a look at what he can do. But has he left him much? It looks like the cue ball is tied up. They're pretty close to the 9.
Certainly does. He does. I don't even think he has a shot on the 1 ball. He might not have a shot on the 4. But remember, guys, Hayball rules, if it is touch ball, you can move the ball that the cue ball is touching. This is the opening shot. Open table.
10秒。延时。
Can he see the 1? Looks like he.
Looks like he can.
Yeah, looks like he.
As you hear the referee calling 10 seconds and the player calling extension, so players do get a warning on time. They get a warning for 10 seconds and then a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant shot from Niu Zhang on that 1 ball. Was the only shot he had.
Jimmy McCarver asks about the setup in the venue. So as you guys would have seen, there's a podium around the finals table. They've got elevated seating, so it's actually very nice for the spectators in the venue. And there's also these massive screens above the TV table, so the spectators in the venue can also watch, on those screens as well. I mean, the setup there is. Oh, guys, it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful in that venue.
Yeah, they have the jumbotrons above the TV table, like at the basketball games. So the spectators see exactly what we see, but they also have excellent live views of the table. So the action replays as well on those screens. Having to do a bit of work in this frame is Niu Zhang.
What would you say, Raymond? And I'd love to hear from the viewers at home. Those of you who follow these 2 players and seen them on the table before, what would you say are their strengths and weaknesses? I mean, having observed them over the last couple of days.
In my opinion, Lenyukta, Niu Zhang's composure is nearly unmatched. He's so composed, one of the most composed players around the table. Keeps the same rhythm consistently, and his opponent, we've seen, can get flustered sometimes. So in that way, slight difference. And also his opponent, young Zhang Taiyi, is very attacking, which is also I like that about him. So yeah, those are the differences I see in these players and also their strengths.
Yeah, for me, I think, and I agree with you completely on Niu Zhuang, but for me, Taiyi's ability to manufacture a finish, and his business really stands out.
Yeah, his that ability he has that, it's like a God-given talent to to manufacture finishes from nowhere. We saw that yesterday. Unbelievable play from him. When he's on, he's also one of the best. Yeah, this has not been easy. This has been he's having to recover a little bit after every shot. I mean, he's had the cue ball near the cushion almost every shot as well. So this has been a tough finish thus far.
Yeah, and with the cue ball being where it is right now, it really limits what he can do with the cue ball, having only just a bit of it to play with. But I think he's just going to want to, bring the white ball back to the side of the table, more or less to where it is in the area that it is now. Give himself a decent,
Bounce needs a
Oh
bounce.
my.
How has he judged
Yep.
that?
Oh my
How
gosh.
has he judged that?
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe that shot. I can't believe he's judged the pace like that. I really can't. I can't.
He has to be feeling so confident to do
Yeah,
that now.
to play that shot like that, the way he did, it's unbelievable. The pace control. And look at that.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely hammers that black ball in. Score now 11-7. And wow, what a finish that was. One of the best of the match thus far. And up there with one of the best I've seen. Wow, that previous shot to get on the black ball in that is something. That is something. I thought there was the option you said where he comes back across, plays the black ball down bottom left, or the other option when I saw him have a look at where he wants the cue ball, I thought maybe dead weight, maybe he just rolls it in just so it makes the pot, but no. Not a chance.
He went twice across the table.
Not a chance.
Twice across.
Yeah.
And for a second there, it looked like he might have been snookered behind the stripe, but nope, not this guy. Not this guy. Not today. Not today.
Yeah, not a chance he was going to play dead weight either. That's a top finish. Top finish from Niu Zhang. Well deserved point.
Oh, looks like a dry break from him. Looks like a dry break. And poker face take.
Did you say poker face takes a seat? Is that what you just said?
He does. With all due respect.
Composure. It's his composure link, and I feel that's one of his strengths exactly. That keeping that calm, the poker face, as you say. And do you remember when he was playing Phone Mint, and I spoke about his composure, and I said he looks like the kind of player that would be composed even if he was 10 frames behind. And you said you'd like to see that.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you said
yes,
you'd like
I
to see that.
remember.
No, but that's just the vibe he gives off, and from what I've seen of him as a player, looks too calm, too composed. I think he'll be able to keep a level head no matter what the scoreline would be. And I feel like that's one of his main strengths.
That previous frame was a break and run, not so?
A rack and run off Zhang Taiyi's dry break. Remember, he was tied to that 9 ball. Just had one shot on the 1 ball down bottom right. And
yes.
Yeah, it was a recovery finish. That was a recovery finish from the get-go.
Alexia Julies from Cape Town says Taiyi is dry breaking because he's not using his footwork like he did yesterday. So Alexia was paying very close attention to Taiyi, and I think she's remarking on the fact that when he does that whole power break and then the foot goes up in the air, she says he's not doing that. He's not doing that today.
Yeah, the jump with the whole body behind it. Oh, what's he done there? What's he done there? And he's having a look at his tip. He snookered himself completely.
Was that another miscue
No,
from
no, no,
him?
no, 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 it wasn't. He's taking the jump cue out. He doesn't look too pleased with himself, does he?
Oh, look at that. Look at this jump shot,
Oh
guys.
my
Look at
word.
it. Wow.
He should be pleased with himself now. That was an excellent shot at that distance, especially.
But he might have to do it again. Look at what's going on. What's going on?
Yeah, you can't see the 9.
You can't see the 9. Maybe.
Oh, that almost
my.
went in.
Oh my.
Oh.
And that's the fearlessness, that under 23 fearlessness that we spoke about yesterday. That's Zhang Taiyi for you.
And that's why and how he put that black ball yesterday off the jump, cross double. That was why.
Well, New Zhang with the containing safety.
I think he can see a piece of this, but he might be going off one cushion. Now he could see it. Cue ball, safe. The cue ball safe, but so is that 9 ball as well on the bottom cushion.
Oh, I don't know. Does he have a shot there on the 4 ball for the corner pocket?
I don't
But I think he's gonna play safe.
Yeah, I don't
he'll
think
play
he's gonna
safe.
go for it. No. He's gone for it. Wow.
Well, what do you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
What do you know?
Exactly, and he knew with playing that shot the cue ball was always
Safety
coming
for what?
coming down table. Exactly. No, he's in full flow now. Definitely is.
Tiro Hilponen says until today he's never heard the expression rack and run. Yeah, I know in Africa we usually say reverse dish. Yeah, we say reverse dish, or we say clearance when the opponent breaks and you clear the table. But yeah, here at this tournament they use the phrase rack and run when your opponent breaks or breaks dry, and on your first visit to the table, you clear. That's a rack and run.
Using that term "we" quite loosely there, in terms of the South Africans say reverse dish.
Too easy, man.
Yeah, he's making it look
easy.
He's making it look very easy out there. Making it look very easy. I mean, that was a mistake from Zhang Taiyi getting snookering himself on both balls. Was able to get the jump shot off, but then snookered himself once again on the 9, and yeah, that was it. As you see the scoreline now. Yeah.
Well, it's 9 runouts for New Zhuang, out of 12 points already secured, and with Zhang Taiyi's 3 out of 7.
ball. The cue ball so close to going into the top right corner pocket. Have a look at this. Cue ball got kicked. Yeah, kicked by the 5 and then once again by the 13.
Mm. Just from the looks of the stripes and the caliber of player we have in Zhuang, you know, when he's at the table, you just can't help but expect him to finish or run out,
Yeah,
because
definitely.
he's just been phenomenal.
Yeah, and his form right now is so strong. I mean, you saw that finish he even took on in the last frame. Wasn't worried about safety at all. He knew he's going to make those pots. He knew he was going to make that finish.
And he's definitely got the angle now to come up here behind the 11 and 9 ball. I think this point is as good as in the bag. That 8 ball, though, quite an accurate cut to the center pocket. I wonder if he'll not try and come up for it and play it down to the corner pocket.
Yeah, it's a tough one into the center. He's having a look at that now. You've got to be right behind that to give yourself the best chance.
Or maybe he'll try to develop that black, but it does look like it has if he gets up behind it, gets that white ball close to the center pocket, he'll be able to sneak that one into the corner pocket. Got a nice angle now. I wonder if he's going to develop that black ball a little bit, just a touch.
You think he needs to? I don't.
That 8 is like in a weird, those center pockets, they can be so challenging.
Yeah, but if you come up right behind it, I don't think it's too much of a problem. But he's having a look. Where was he looking? He's looking at the top left as well, in case he comes behind it on the other side. Let's see what he chooses. No, he's playing for the center, and he's not right behind it. Slight angle. Yeah, this is not easy. Oh, no problem for him. No problem for him. Wow. No, he's definitely on it at the moment, Linyukta, and I believe that was his third point.
He's in the zone.
Yeah, he's in the zone. Break and run for him.
He's in the zone, guys.
After that previous rack and run. Beautiful.
And I think that's 13-7 now to Zhuang.
Built up quite a lead. He's now got a 6 frame gap.
And look at that, 4 break and runs from him, 6 rack and runs.
Wow.
This guy.
Have a look at those statistics. So he'd definitely be in the running for most break and runs in this tournament.
Yeah, considering that he's played more,
That's,
much more than Bing Ji.
Yes, exactly. That's what it comes down to as well. Usually, the winner of that prize is one of the players that were in the top 3, top 4 at least, having played more than the rest of the field as well.
What is that prize called again? Is it King of the Runouts?
Yes.
Or King of the Breaks and Finishes?
Something like King of Clearances, I think, but I think it's for break and finishes only, yeah. But I do think he is definitely in the running for that prize as well.
However, that said, Zhang Taiyi would have played almost double the amount of matches he did. So I wonder if that's going to come into play.
That's an interesting point you make. Actually, the losers bracket, if you played the losers bracket, you played a lot more matches.
I would love to see Joy share those stats for everybody, like in a little poster, just to see
Yeah,
how that prize was awarded, the king of the clearances.
we usually do get. I remember last year after the tournament, there was a page, a document that comes out with all the top 10, I believe, clearances, break and runs, percentages. It's quite a lot of information on there.
10秒。
Last year, I think the winner of that prize was Chu Bingji, highest percentages in the tournament.
Such a clean player. So we got those stats because he did came up part 54%, so it's not that high. Not that high. And as the stats would reveal, most of his points came from rack and runs or off the breaks of Zhang Taiyi. So just 50%, just 54% rate at potting a ball on break from Yu Zhang at this point. Oh, this guy. Should see him get good shape on the black for the center pocket of this shot. Just a nice touch. That's good enough. That is good enough for Yu Zhang to secure his 14th point.
I do think that percentage is going to get higher, Lenyukta. That 54%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do think that 54% is going to get higher. And as you said, so far most of his runouts are off Zhang Taiyi's dry breaks.
I think that was his 5th break and run.
Yeah, should be.
So stats currently standing on 5 break and runs, 6 rack and runs for Yu Zhuang.
乔氏金腿比赛专用提醒您，精彩比赛马上开始。
And there we have the score.
Of 14.
Yeah, now he's pulled a 7 frame gap. Quite a high percentage. There, Lenyukta, 11 runouts out of 14.
And just 2 break and runs for Zhang Taiyi.
He hasn't had a chance to come into this match yet and just be himself, play his own game. We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen him start to flow, but I think we are going to see some comments regarding the winner break format just now if Yu Zhang continues this. Oh my word, how many balls has he potted there? I saw 2 go up to the top, 1 in the side. There's 1 in the side. Watch the top right corner. Yeah.
How's that cue ball? I think he's got a shot on the 13th. Oh, no. No. Unless he plays it up to the corner pocket.
13 to the top.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I think 13 ball to the top corner pocket is his only shot here. Hey. No cigar there for him. Zhang Taiyi with a chance.
But also, that's the kind of shot you can take on when you have a gap of 7 frames.
Mm-hmm.
He actually looked at that. Maybe a little bit, slight element of safety involved here as well. I mean, he's left a solid, but
Yes.
3 doesn't pass to the bottom right.
And look at all the variables he took into consideration. Didn't leave Zhang with a shot on stripes. And Zhang returning the favor, but I'm wondering if that. Okay, look, he's got a shot for the pink. He's got a shot for the pink. He could potentially play the 6 ball down to the same pocket as well. Could potentially play it off that 13, but nope, he's not going. He's not pulling the trigger.
Yeah, he wants to. It looks like he wants to secure now. He wants to secure the frame. I mean, 14-7. He's 9 frames away from the finish line, and 7 frames away from his opponent. We haven't seen that many consecutive break and runs in this match, have we, Lenukta? So that winner's break
No.
rule not really coming into play that much yet. I mean, you can say if a player has 4 or 5 in a row, then you can say yes. But so far, it's not coming into play yet. These are frames that he's won by finishing off Taiyi's break, and a few mistakes from Taiyi as well.
Look at this. Look
Yeah.
at this.
And also element of safety in that. However, the 6 might go to the top right. 3 looks like it could be open, so I'll be surprised if Taiyi plays a... That mind is saying attack, attack, attack. No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, has he left? I think this 15 could go. Off the cushion of the 13 in, there's a gap.
Because this table is still open, ladies and gentlemen, had that 13 ball fallen, it was going to be loss of turn because he played on a solid first.
I don't think so. No.
I don't think anything's going to happen here.
Yeah, now this is the first good chance for Taiyi.
Now he can go.
First good chance for Taiyi.
Yeah. He's got a shot on that 9 to the center pocket, and he could be able to develop the game from there. There's the first time we see emotion, if you can even call that emotion, from New Zhuang.
Was that him breathing out, Lenukta? I don't think it was
That
emotion.
was breathing
I think
out.
it was breathing out. Yeah. In the form of a sigh, maybe. Yeah, no, first real chance for Zhang Taiyi in this frame.
Okie dokie. I think that. I wish we get an aerial shot.
Yeah,
Can we get a shot of that corner pocket there, camera guy?
It's not looking as good as we thought. It's almost like he has to cut the 15 in as well. Oh, or squeeze the 13.
Okay.
That worked out.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to reroute now. He's gonna have to reroute. What could have been a relatively simple finish for him has developed into something else. But I mean, I think we're about to see Taiyi do some pull off some Taiyi magic here. There we go.
Oh yeah,
There
this is
we
good.
go.
This is good.
Look at that, guys.
that's-
Just look at that.
That's a brilliant shot. Brilliant shot. Excellent pace control. 2 cushions around. You know, it's so easy to underrun a shot like that. End up way off angle on your next ball.
Once again, great recovery from Zhang Taiyi, whose recovery game is uber strong.
He's had to work for that 8 point. He's definitely had to work for that one.
Absolutely.
Score now 14-8 in favor of Niu Zhang over Zhang Taiyi.
And that was a point that was fought for. We remember that tactical battle between them to take control of the table earlier in that frame, with Zhang Taiyi emerging victorious in that frame, particularly 14-8 for Niu Zhuang.
第23局，张太艺开球。
Brought the gap back down to 6. But that looks that looks like a try break, Linyukta.
Break's not rolling in his favor. Just not rolling in his favor. Stark contrast to what we saw last night. He was breaking beautifully last night. Beautifully.
From the first frame, I believe he was 3-0 up on phone.
It was 5-0.
Yeah.
I think it was at one. Yeah, early in that match, I think it was 5-1 or something to him in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, he let
I
let
remember
phone
that.
come back once with the snooker, cleared again. From the get-go yesterday, his breaks were just working. He was on it yesterday. He's going to have to swerve this a little bit. Bottom left on the cue ball. There we go. Yeah, not enough. Not enough.
Look at that cue ball spin. He almost gives the side eye to the cue ball.
Yeah, like, why did you do that to me?
Well, there we have a look. Just 33% in comparison with Niu Zhuang's 54%. That's the rate at which Zhang Taiyi has made a ball on the break. Just 34%. That's pretty low. Pretty low. Well, for both these players, I would say those are low, considering especially how often Niu Zhuang has had the opportunity to break in this match.
Yeah, his 54% is quite low, but we also saw the errors there. 5 errors it showed for Zhang Taiyi, and most probably that's unforced errors that cost him a frame afterwards.
It's nice that they're also giving us these intimate stats on the final. Hey, Remy.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I love those stats. I think the referee there has called touching ball on the 6 with the cue ball. That was quite brazen.
Wasn't much.
Yeah, that was quite brazen. He's tried to smash that into the center.
Honestly, didn't look like he gave much respect to that shot.
No, not at all. Not at all. And that's what surprises me, because he's a very good doubler. He's been playing those shots so well so far from what we've seen when he's on the TV table.
Seemingly some frustration now creeping in there with Zhang Taiyi, and we can see it in his shot making.
Yeah, this is where that composure comes into play. Being 6 frames down, it's a long race to 23. I would say we around midway. There's still a lot of fight you can bring, but once the composure goes and the emotions start to come into play, that's when things get dangerous for you.
And you're playing yourself.
Yeah. Also the Q action, then somehow they all go together, emotions with the Q action. Using the exact same cue that you were using last night, but it's not feeling the same, it's not playing the same. It's a rough place to be in, and that's where the mental side of this game comes in, to be able to pull yourself out of that hole and still bring your best.
Dark hole.
Yeah.
It's a dark hole to be in.
Which is why for me, I have to say that a player of watching Oliver Zolnocki at 6-0 down, I know we talk about him often, but we had that match on the TV table. It's on YouTube, on Facebook. From 6-0 down, I mean, any normal person would feel like it's over. 6-0 down, race to 11. It's tough to come back from that. And he was able to come back and win that match 11-9. And that's where you saw mental strength, composure, no emotion, total focus and dedication to what he was doing.
As we see New Zhuang take his 15th point, score 15-8 in his favor.
15-8, and there we see the run rates. Okay, 11 out of 15 for him, 3 runouts out of 8 for Taiyi. 15-8, race to 23. We will have a 10-minute player break after this next frame. Rack 24. He'll be looking to increase that break and pot percentage here, Lenukta. He was looking. Looks dry to me though, as we see Taiyi coming to the table. Yep, Taiyi coming to the table. Gap, I believe, is now 7 frames once again.
The stripes in play here. Lots of work on this table, Raymond. Lots of work on this table. We've got that 10 ball there on the middle of the table. We've got the 14 behind the 6.
You know, Lenukta, I'm quite sure that our viewers are surprised at what's going on in this match. Just last night they saw Taiyi absolutely demolishing, well, playing very well against Phoneman Cure. I mean, every mistake was capitalized on. The breaks were excellent. So yeah, he rolled over Phoneman, and it's a different player we have in this final.
Oof, that's a vice grip of a snooker. I think he might be able to find the 13 though.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. If he can't find the 13, he could use the jaw. He could go jaw, but no, he's looks like he's swerving. Yeah, he was able to get that. And has he left anything?
Well, he has managed to obstruct the path of the one with that shot. But New definitely with some options here. Well, the 10 ball definitely has a pocket now. Can he play the 14 off the 13 here? Let's have a look at that one more time.
Yeah, I also saw that shot when he came to the table, but then it looks like the 9
He's
is
got
in
a shot on the
clearly.
9.
Yeah, 9 is in
Yeah.
clearly. I'm sure he also saw the shot that you saw as well, and you thought definitely he's the kind of player that likes to play shots like that.
So the 14 is through. Is the 14 through? I think he might have to go for it now, though. I think he has to play it off the 13, should he choose to go for it. He's got a shot on the 11 as well. Actually, he's got a couple of options here.
Playing this left-handed as well. Doesn't go. Yep, there we go, off the 13. Good call.
Oh,
what a roll he's
yeah.
gotten there. What a
Yeah,
roll.
that was a bit lucky there.
Yeah.
Bit lucky there, but he'll take it.
He deserves a good roll. It's been a tough few frames for him.
And this coming down to that shot that Zhuang played on the 4 earlier, on his last visit, I'm surprised that he didn't see that he was opening it up for the 10 ball, because the 10 ball didn't have a pocket before that. So, yeah, that one move from Zhuang would see Taiyi capitalize now on his visit. What a nice shot.
Very nice. Very nice.
What a nice shot from him.
I also think it's one of those frames where Niu Zhang decided to give him the table. And
how generous.
yeah,
how
give him the
generous of
table,
Niu
see
Zhuang.
what he could do. I mean, look at the gap at the moment, 7 frames. If he takes this, it's still 6 frames. We will have a player break after this frame, and also that mid-match interval is also coming up at 6 p.m. I believe.
And that's in about an hour's time. Well, you gotta hand it to Zhang Taiyi. Opportunity very well taken from him.
Yeah.
He had a lot of work on that frame, and he's managed to take his 9-point score, 59 for Niu Zhuang.
我们的乔氏玫瑰金腿的互动时间，我们玩点不一样的，哈看拥抱时刻，看一看镜头会对准哪边呢？来，3、2、1。
I see it looks like they're not giving the players their normal interval, and that's because we are 10 minutes away from 6 p.m.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're 10
Oh,
minutes away
yes.
from 6 p.m. and according to the schedule, 6 p.m. is a mid-match 1-hour interval. So they might play out this last frame before 6 p.m. here.
Oh, Taiyi. Oh, Taiyi. Dry break. And look at the split. Oh. The solids look really good here, Raymond.
Yeah, it does.
Solids look
Definitely
really good.
does. The dry break is it's just so energy draining, Lenyukta. It's it's like he's won the previous frame, winner's break. He's on the table, but just not making the most of that opportunity. He's not getting a chance to flow because of the dry breaks. Of course, it brings your opponent back to the table with an excellent chance to clear, but from your own perspective, it's not giving you a chance to flow at all. You coming back to the table if and when you get a chance, and if you are able to win that frame, you breaking, you break dry, you're back in your seat.
He'll most certainly leave the 4 ball for his last ball to get onto the black. That black is flush against the cushion though, so I'm wondering if he won't try. If he gets the right angle on the 4, he might try to develop that black. Okay, okay. I think he's still going to clear up top table first.
I think he played onto the 4 though. I did see him having a look at the cue ball's trajectory of the left side cushion, so now he is playing the 4, but getting position.
Develop the black. I wonder if he's going to try and develop the black off the shot. He's pretty low on the cue ball. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a brilliant
Look
shot.
at that.
That's a brilliant shot, showing his cue power. Brilliant, brilliant shot. Cued absolutely perfectly. He's going to need a good shot to land nicely on that black ball.
Oh, we're about to see a really nice shot here with him get position on the 3 ball.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, nice check right there. Beautiful. Beautiful.
A lot of top left on that cue ball to navigate through that angle nicely. So yeah, it's coming down to this shot now in this clearance, Lenyukta. 3 ball to the black ball.
He's got a little bit of an angle there to make this ball. I wonder if he's going to come up on the left or right hand side of the cue of the black ball here. He's playing low right on the cue ball. Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be close though. It's going to be too close.
He reaches for his cue extension.
Requires such a delicate little touch, this.
Yes.
That you don't double hit the cue ball as well, plus the distance. This is not easy.
Plus a hampered stance.
Oh, wow.
As he takes the shot.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is world class.
25局，刘大胜。
Absolute
Beautiful stuff.
world class from Zhang.
Beautiful stuff. 16-9 for Zhuang, ladies and gentlemen. 16-9. And I think we're going to see now whether that intermission is going to happen.
I don't think, not yet. We're 2 minutes to 6. Yeah, I think they're gonna play out the next frame as well. "12 runouts out of 16 for New Zhang Lenyukta."
国际大师赛全球总决赛上半场的比赛已经结束，请您遵循工作人员的指引，按顺序离场。感谢您的合作。
Oh, I believe that is the interval.
Okay, so as we go into the 1 hour intermission, guys, 16-9 for New Zhuang with 4 break and runs and 7 rack and runs. Is that correct, Raymond?
Yes, it is. I'm just getting confirmation on that. Yeah, it is the 1 hour intermission now. So don't go anywhere. We will be back in just under an hour. We'll be live once again.
You can go. Raymond, don't be so harsh.
No.
You can go somewhere.
No, they mustn't go anywhere.
Go somewhere.
They mustn't go anywhere.
We'll be back in an hour. Yeah, so we'll see you on the other side of this, guys. Yeah, we look forward to having you back here in an hour's time.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining us for the first half of this match. We will be back in about an hour's time. It is a player intermission for about an hour. So yeah, don't go anywhere, and yeah, stay tuned. We'll be live again in about an hour. Thank you guys so much. I'm Raymond Tilak. Over to you, Lenyukta.
Softest breath beneath the sky. Moments pass like echoes fly. How do I hold what's meant to fade? How do I love and not be afraid? But then your eyes found mine, and all the fears I kept inside just drifted away with time. One word, one glance, you pulled me into this dance. I have crossed 1,000 nights for you, darling, don't be scared. My heart's been waiting true through every storm, through every war. I loved you then, I love you more, and I'll love you forever and again. Time may age the face we see, but love lives on in memory. Every scar that life life is drawn. Led me to where your arms belong.